What is going on, guys? My name is Will, but you can call me Tate, and it has been an absolutely amazing summer this year. The combination of me losing 40 pounds and getting a new laptop, which has leveled up my ability to make content for you guys, as well as leveled up the quality of the content that I'm able to make. And just me being able to go to so many amusement parks through either going on trips with work where I was near a park or just my own spontaneous trips has just led to an absolutely amazing summer that I will never forget. So with that, I wanted to take this time to create a video of my top 10 favorite moments from the summer, my 10 most unforgettable moments from the summer. If you guys saw any of these vlogs, or if this is your first time watching me, I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I will have the links to all of these vlogs in the description. I am currently in a hotel in Northern California, so expect a couple more videos. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video, but yeah, these are my top 10 moments of the summer. Well, there we can see peeking out, and oh, there's no train. Please do not tell me this one is closed as well. That would be heartbreaking. Oh, nope, there is a line for it. Maybe it's just on one train. Wow, my first time actually seeing an SLC run. And as you can see, there is a decent line to it. So yeah, let's go wait for Vekoma SLC. So Ednor is what this is called. Wow, talk about an entrance sign. And this is only for an SLC. I'm actually pretty impressed with this park so far. Oh, look at this. You've got theming for an SLC. Look at this. So it doesn't look as freshly painted up as the one at Michigan's Adventure, but still, I mean, that inversion looks cool. Again, you've never seen somebody so excited for a Vekoma SLC before. And it does look like we are on a 2-train service, so it doesn't matter if the operations are bad, but let's get on at Vekoma SLC. I'm sorry I'm so excited for a ride that you guys are like probably screaming that you know I'm gonna hate. So, because I've never been on one, I don't know where the best seat is, but let's select row 1 for my first ever Vekoma SLC ride. So I just rode, the sun is in my eye as it goes behind me. Wow. I've just rode my first roller coaster ever in Canada, and finally, after 15 years of being an enthusiast, riding tilt coaster, single rail, so many coaster models, I finally understand the hate that those get. The problem is, like, it's not just rough during the inversions, just the standard turns. I feel like that layout is great, but yeah, it just doesn't ride really good. Yeah, so like that first inversion, actually, that was probably the best part, that and the drop. But where I really noticed the roughness is this turn right here. Like, as we were going around it, there was definitely some head banging. So yeah, really interesting. So one more thing, I don't know if that restraint had more padding than Vertigo or what, but it felt like the arms of the restraint were actually pushing on my broad shoulders, which I know I have broad shoulders, that's my problem, but I've never noticed that in all my rides of Vertigo. But I feel like some new Vekoma trains would be really good, but they could just fix the shakiness, it'd be really good. And coming over here, hasn't seen a train in a while, hopefully it didn't break down, but I remember I have the Wildcat credit, which is where this ride currently stands, is where Wildcat used to be, right across from Iron Dragon, and I remember riding that as a kid. And there are people back on it, so let's go ahead and let's head for the line. Hopefully get a ride on Siren's Curse. All right, and we are in the fast lane queue. Not really sure how much time this is gonna save us, but it's cool to look at the theme supports. And yeah, it's very cool to see this area in person because obviously Cedar Point did not have a lot of time to dedicate once this was announced to making this look nice, but it does look nice, and the fast lane queue comes all the way out here, so we'll see how much time we end up waiting. Great view of that inversion from right here. All right, gotta put you guys in the locker. We'll be back after the ride. Wow, so that was Siren's Curse. I mean, wow. So they are aggressively assigning rows. So I got a row 3, but still, what's amazing is the tilt track. Depending where you're sitting, it will affect how it feels when it tilts. In the front, it was almost like we started tilting under us, but then you felt the back kind of lift up, which is such a weird sensation. Some great airtime. What surprised me is there's positive G-forces in a lot of those turns. So there's some great whip. There's some great, I don't know, hang time, I guess, on that last inversion. I mean, that ride was fantastic. And you are out of your seat as soon as it releases going down that whole drop. What a ride. So yeah, originally came just to do Top Thrill 2 and cost me an extra day, but now we've done the 2 newest coasters at Cedar Point. Let's go get some more shots of Siren's Curse. Talk about a steal, a fast lane for $55. Well, that's just because I'm used to Cedar Point's prices, but yeah, let's go on and let's give Shivering Timbers a ride. You know what? That's a lot better than Holiday Road. I will not complain about that any day. Well, I was really ready to say that I didn't think that ride lived up to the hype, but that ride just now, I was actually holding onto the bar in front of me, bracing the entire time, and that was everything I expected and wanted that ride to be. I mean, the airtime was absolutely amazing. There's some, again, a lot of floater where you can still stand out of your seat, but there was some flowjector where I was absolutely lifted out of my seat into my lap bar. That was awesome. My 4th ride, and we're gonna go for one more ride. That was awesome. Just continuing the uplifting vibes of the vlog, getting better and better. I am so sorry for the disrespect I gave this thing by comparing it to the racer at Kings Island. I mean, wow. And one thing I noticed just on that last ride is that helix pulls some awesome laterals. In fact, it feels like the Beast helix, and you can feel it beating up the track, and wow, what a ride. So this is definitely one of those parks where I feel like you want to have the Tylenol on deck for some of the rides, but I mean, with some more retrack work, if they keep care of that ride is awesome. I mean, wow, it is so rough. And again, once I learned to expect that and rode the ride, you really notice how great the airtime is. It's actually really like Voyage, except instead of that twister section, there's more and more airtime hills. And you know, there's some hills where you're just, again, you get that great standing airtime, but then there's a hill that's like shorter than that where you get sustained flowjector airtime. That ride is awesome. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a ramp wait. And wow, look at all this fresh track. I mean, this thing looks brand new with all of the track. It's amazing. And there it goes over the top. So yeah, it looks like just a little bit of a ramp wait. Fortunately, we are on a 1 train situation, even though I saw the other train in their maintenance shed. But yeah, I guess let's buy our tickets and let's wait in line. And here we go. Here's the entrance sign. Let's enter the queue. So something I've noticed with me and wooden coasters the last few times, like at Shivering Timbers, is it takes me a few rides to really get used to the ride and really start to notice and enjoy how good the ride is. I was ready to come off and say, you know what, I think it's a nice hidden gem, it's a fun ride, but nothing too crazy. But after that third ride, I had some great space. I mean, my hands were up and I was standing at several moments. Some great airtime, some great floater, flowjector, and ejector, and some great laterals throughout that layout. I mean, absolutely amazing. I mean, even that hill that it looks like it doesn't go over fast, I mean, you get some great airtime with those PTC trains, and yeah, that is an elite ride. I was just about to say, you know, maybe if you're in the area, come ride it, but now I think it's worth coming out here after a day at Cedar Point if you get out earlier. I think maybe Kennywood's the closest park here or whatever. That's a great ride. You should come ride it.
Elevate thousands of guests to an aerial view of the park and the Santa Clara Valley, traveling at a rate of about 6 feet per second.
Well, the sun is shining above it. I've waited long enough. Let's go join the Gold Trekker queue. So the queue was out to about here when we first got here. And wow, it does appear to be shorter. So that is awesome. Hopefully we can do 2 rides on this and have time to go do 1 more on Railblazer. Am I in the right? Where did everybody go? It's a stair wait. You guys saw when I was on the Sky Tower that the line was all the way out there. I guess a couple of major schools just left. Wow, should easily be able to get 2 rides. My front is the favorite on this one, so let's see if we can get at least one of those. Yeah, basically waited 2 minutes to get to this point, and now it's gonna be a 2-train wait. That is awesome. It is so good. It is so good. It is so good. And if you missed what I'm saying, it is so good. This park still has confidently 2 rides in my top 10, 2 that might be in my top 5. I think Gold Trekker was like 6. Let's go get another front ride. I will say, it is rough. It has definitely gotten rougher since I was last here. Same with Railblazer, nothing that ruins the ride, but oh my gosh. There's so much airtime, so much laterals, so much airtime and laterals. Just a GCI masterclass. Until I rode this ride, I thought Mystic Timbers was the best it could get. And if you know, Mystic Timbers ranks like 7 for me at Kings Island, but it is amazing. And this is only just like, almost like I'm in a movie, an enthusiast movie. You guys saw the line for Gold Trekker. It's completely died down now. I'm gonna get 2 rides in easily. And this top 2 is just insane. 2 extremely good rides, and I'm so blessed to be able to be back here for work. I'm tired, but I made it out here to get 2 great rides. If I never come to this park again, I'm happy with what I've ridden, but these rides are just phenomenal. Can I get that shot? Exceptional. Had another front row ride. Don't get me wrong, it's rough, but it is awesome. The 2-train wait for the front. Is there anything better as an enthusiast than seeing no wait for your favorite ride? This guy's keeping everybody hype. I mean, what a moment. So I am going to get some more electrolytes in me because my number one has no line and it happens to be one of the craziest rides of all time. So I want to stay hydrated. I definitely like the airtime and the ride experience a lot more in the front. What's crazy to me is part of the reason I like the front is because you can feel the wind in your face. And even at the very last turn of the ride, I still had a crazy amount of wind that was sort of like almost blowing, not like Top Thrill Dragster in the front, where you literally blows your mouth open, but it started to. That's just how much this ride keeps its speed till the end. So I walked right up to the front, basically a 1, maybe 2 train wait for the front. Look at how empty this train is. The fact that there's some empty rows on this ride is crazy. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep face camming while I'm walking down. That was my 5th ride on the day. I've only been here for like 2 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna call it there or not, but my stomach's gonna be sore from all the airtime. I know normally your thighs would get sore, but with me, the lap bar actually hits me right in the stomach. So whenever I get airtime, that's what makes contact with the lap bar. So I can't remember if I did the ride 5 or 6 times last time I was here, just like Railblazer actually when I was at CGA. I think I'm gonna go around and do it one more time for 6, because I started to notice what I remembered from last time. On the turns, you actually get a lot of force, like gray out moments, as well as the insane airtime on this ride. So I'm gonna do one more front row ride. It'd be a shame not to. So that was ride number 6. I'm not gonna end with 7, an odd number. So I'm debating if I want to do it 2 more times. Wow, what a ride. Oh, it stopped it. That was the 3rd launch. That's very interesting. I wonder what happened there. Now it's coming back. I'm just gonna start recording the 3rd launch so we see when it goes over. The line is growing as well. Maybe I better get in it at some point soon. Oh, it sounds so cool when it slows it down. No, that's not even... How is it getting worse? Alright, I don't think this is gonna open anytime soon. Maybe we'll rope drop Magnum. Because it's 9:52, which means all of our early entry is out the window, so... Maybe we'll check out Magnum so we can stay in the area. Update. I've been sitting here for like, I don't know, an hour and a half now maybe. I didn't anticipate being here this long. I've actually got a trip to Oregon for work on Monday that I have to get home for, so we'll keep waiting and see if there's any signs of life soon. So about an hour later we've got movement. And that looks like, at least that first launch looked full. So it's just that easy. I mean, that is literally the first launch that's happened in over an hour. So I don't know what changed, but that is the first time that that's made it. That was close. Made it to worker test runs finally. Yep, there's workers on there. So we're getting close. So workers are walking over giving a thumbs up. There's nobody on that train, but looks like they could be getting ready. The time is 3:07. And Top Thrill 2 is finally open. What a mess. What an absolute mess. What a mess. The hype is absolutely real. It was real when I got to the park, but now that it's finally open, I mean, that was unacceptable. But at least things are moving now. So my old YouTube channel used to be called Top Thrill Dragster, man. The hydraulic launch is why I have an engineering degree. It's why I started this channel, the launch that used to be on that ride. But I don't care about any of that. That was absolutely fantastic. And I only got a row 4. They picked the row for me. I'm gonna try to get that fast lane. That was insane. That was absolutely unreal. There's so much I want to talk about, but I'm gonna film some off-ride real quick. So like I said, the original dragster is what made me an enthusiast, made me an engineer, made me start this channel. And yeah, I love that thing to death. I have a video on my channel about how important that ride is to me, the original dragster. And yeah, I was gutted when I started. I've been watching a lot of Theme Park Worldwide, but I was upset when I got to do this ride last year, but I didn't know that those would be my final rides. So obviously I would have done it a lot more. And I was also really upset when they closed the original dragster because I never got to do one more front row ride on it to compare it to Accelerator. But yeah, now that I know how amazing of a ride that is, I'm not gonna say I don't miss the hydraulic and the insane acceleration, but that is a keeper, and I'm glad, you know, that is back. The nostalgia, I don't want to say nostalgia, but it hit me, you know, sitting there waiting to launch is just like, I am glad we still have a Stratocoaster, and I'm glad that I get to go over this top hat once again. I just got bit by something. So the Beast will be my first ride of the year on Kings Island, or at Kings Island, and I'm hoping to be back and get a night ride the same day I'm hoping to get back on Orion and all of those other rides. So really hoping that when that day comes around, we'll be able to do everything. Well, in one of my earlier vlogs this year, I said there was a day that I hoped I would have lost enough weight to be able to get back on all of our B&M coasters. And that day was today. I just tried the test seat and I fit without any help. It has been since the end of the season in 2021 that I have been able to get back on this ride, and I just fit in the test seat. I am so excited. Let's get on. Well, it's about 5:15, so let's go ahead and get a front row ride and then carry on and hopefully come back eventually later. Well, that was my first time in the front since 2021, and man, the wind in your face, I mean, I couldn't see through some parts of that. That helix is a little intense over there, but that transition right there, right into that final element is really, that was running really intense today. I've actually never, I don't remember noticing it right there, but I mean, wow, that was intense and a great ride. Sorry for this bad nighttime front-facing camera shot, but Orion in the front at night, I mean, you literally drop into an abyss. Like, you can barely see the bottom of the drop. There's wind in your face. It's been running all day, so it's warmed up. Amazing. Man, did I miss that ride, and I'm glad I was able to get back on it today. Here it is. You will not find a better paced roller coaster, in my honest opinion. Let's see if we can walk around and see what the queue line looks like. hear this ride in action again is so amazing. I lost my breath a little bit. That is how good that ride is. I would say that's solidly my number 3 coaster. I would put Fury above it and Voyage, but nothing else. That pacing is insane. That the airtime you get in that dive loop in the front is insane. There's just so much great airtime throughout the ride. The inversions, so that actually that cutback where you would expect there to be hang time, you fly through so there's no hang time. But then that last corkscrew at the end actually gives you a good amount of hang time. So I'm gonna walk around the park now so I can film the atmosphere and see if we can tell this place is closing. So people talk about the great airtime moments, but there's a couple moments that I think are underhyped that I wanna talk about it. One is this upwards turn here, and then this, where is it? Oh, it's this way. This last turn right here are absolute gray out moments. I mean, the high G-forces in those moments is exceptional. You go from airtime to high G-forces to exceptional airtime. I mean, crazy out of your seat airtime. The pacing, this ride is amazing. And I'm just so happy to have been able to come back for, you know, back in North California for a second time to get to experience this ride. So it does look like also back here is there B&M Hyper, but I'm pretty sure this one is shorter than a Hyper. Obviously, I would love to do that, but I'm not going to prioritize that just because I've done a lot of B&M Hypers in my time as an enthusiast. We are going to head, oh my goodness, why is this section of the park so packed? But we're going to head towards the SLC. So I was told that the seats on this ride actually are not tight compared to other B&M Hypers. So let's give this a try. I tried the test seat and was told I fit, so let's see. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had convinced myself that I wasn't going to fit on that ride. I've lost a lot of weight this year, and I'm not sure if the Ron seats are bigger or if I can go to Kings Island now and get back on Orion or Diamondback. But I did fit on that. I'm so happy about that. Just came off of a back row ride. There was a rattle, you know, normal B&M Hyper rattle, not Diamondback bad. There was some great air, some great pullover in there. Everybody says that Hyper is great, and now I'm glad because I went on the standout attraction here at this park. Let's go around and see if it's a good ride in the front because I normally prefer front row rides. I'm sorry, guys. I am just so happy. I've put in so much work. Ever since I started traveling for work, you know, I've realized I live on the road, so it's very hard to be healthy, but I finally figured it out. As you can see from all the vlogs this summer, I am having a great season, and to have gotten on that, which I didn't expect, I told myself, you know what, we'll book a trip back to Montreal at some point in our life, and we'll be able to get that. But wow, just got on it, gonna use the bathroom and go do it in the front. And there's a short wait for it right now. I mean, I've got to find a shirt for that ride just to celebrate, you know, how I felt here in Montreal, the momentous occasion being back able to get on a B&M Hyper. But the gift shop right by the exit didn't have anything good, so maybe I'll look around. But let's get in line, let's try it in the front. If you've watched to this late in the video, I really appreciate you for watching, spending time out of your day to watch my videos. You can see just how passionate I am about this. You know, I was happy I documented the park, I got on a couple rides, but in the back of my mind, I was like, you know, Goliath is a ride that people say make this park worth it, and the fact that I was able to get on it, I'm so happy. I really like this park.
Merci d'avoir choisi d'être au bien. La sortie se prend à votre gauche, vous devez entrer le personnel par ses excellents. Bien, alors, je vais bien faire les pauses rapidement. Tous ces éléments seraient le temps à boîte rouge. Je vous rappelle la boîte rouge. Je vous rappelle le port des chaussures, sandales est obligatoire.
And this one didn't even stack. What a good dispatch.
Bon, allez, pas attention, on départ. Retour en station, merci d'avoir déjà vendu Goliath. La sortie se trouve à votre gauche. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels parce que...
Wow, so that was a front row on the Goliath. I would definitely say I like the wind in your face more in the front. That's why I always like the front. But I feel like the airtime was equally as good, if not maybe even a little bit better in the back. On Diamondback, I actually prefer the air in the front. And yeah, if I had to rank that Hyper, I would probably put the other B&M Hyper named Goliath, which that one's a mini Hyper too, right? That one's not 200 foot. Or the drop's not, which is crazy that there's both Goliaths are smaller Hypers. That one would be my first, Diamondback would be my second, and this one would be my third. And I've done a lot of B&M Hypers, so definitely a great ride. Sorry, but I know a lot of you probably don't understand, you know, my feeling right now, but I know there's somebody like me who's taken that walk of shame, like me, who understands. And yeah, I've been fighting this battle for a long time. Finally losing weight. People are starting to say I look good, but that right there was the most rewarding, to see your hard work pay off and you be able to fit on a ride that you couldn't fit on before. I mean, wow, especially in such a big moment. You know, I'm out of the country that I live in. I'm here and I got to ride that. I mean, that's awesome. Well, I've already said this a few times this year, but I've got to say it again. There are some days as a coaster enthusiast that you know you just will not soon forget. And now coming to La Ronde and seeing that all of my hard work of getting up an hour before I normally would to go down to my hotels and get a workout in before I go to work, seeing that that has been worth it is just awesome. Wow. I mean, I've just sat here and edited those top 10 moments, and reliving those has been amazing. What's crazy is that that dude has the same shirt in the last clip as what I'm wearing right now. But all jokes aside, it's been an amazing summer, and rewatching those clips, I'm just so grateful and so blessed to have had the amazing summer that I had. So if you guys have watched to the end of this video, I appreciate it. Like I was saying, I'm in Northern California. I'm going to get to go back to California's Great America, which you saw bred 2 of the clips in this video. And I've got friends with me this time, so we're going to have a travel vlog and we're going to have a park vlog. So I'm really looking forward to that and look forward to those videos being released on the channel. But yeah, with that, my name is Will. You guys can call me Tate. I read every single comment I get. Thank you guys for going with me this summer in all these videos, and it's been such a joy to create all this content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Can you catch me now?